Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. And De Bruyne! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And it's Belletti. Threads one in, and this is no hits one! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Number 14.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Vert demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Messi! And he's really put himself on the line here. And he thumps it clear. He can get that clear. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Mbappe. Can he get away here? Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Bayer will lay claim to that. And now they can spring out of defence. De Bruyne. He's found a way through. Goes searching. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Neymar. Good spot, he's seen the run. Real chance! Loose ball, it's fallen kindly here. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Corner number 2 then. De Bruyne! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, easy pickings there. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. Messi going. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, he's really drilled it. Kimmich. And it's Neymar. That's Fitz. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. A heavy challenge.
Added time.
Deep into stoppage time. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. De Bruyne. Torres chasing after it. And we hit half-time. Head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
Arsenal head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Adams wins the duel this time. Now it's Torres. Can he get it through? A good ball, and Messi! And that has fair fizzed.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right player. And the shot! Really well taken goal. And they're back in front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
The goal scorer after 58 minutes.
So we have a breakthrough, and now how will things develop from here? Oh, good spread. Now it's Fitz. Now who's going to be first to this? Taken back almost at once. Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Messi.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Looking for the runner. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Just about up to 75 minutes. This is promising.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's played into space. He has found the way through. Del Piero! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Arsenal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
That's
really well manoeuvred. Messi. That's that, the end. Arsenal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Arsenal didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
Speculative strike. Nakata has a look and has a go. He can get that clear, and he's only too happy to take that back. That's a sharp pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Van Basten! Oh, split second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Nakata goes short. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Beckenbauer. Shot could be on. There's the hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh no, this does not look good. The ball has bounced loose now. Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Messi. Messi running with the ball. Decent progress down the left.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Nakata. Plenty chance! It's in!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Nicely aimed pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. Neymar. Neymar driving forwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Van Basten. Rijkaard. And this is Del Piero. Kimmich. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nakata. Now Costa Curta. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
And a quick announcement for the
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're off again.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Costa Curta. Fiddles it through. Look at the space here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's really well cleared. Oh, what has happened here? That's gone for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Thuram. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Deftly away. Beckenbauer. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Messi. Beckenbauer. Now it's Del Piero. And this is Van Basten. He's got away. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. Gets his pass away. Now it's Wirtz. And this is Messi. He's got away with one there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pass somewhat off target. He's looking to set free a runner. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Messi plays it short.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Van Basten. Has a goal! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Two up, and there's the shot! What? That's another chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Villa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
2 minutes to be added on. Looking for options for movement. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England groups.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, he was first to react, and I love that part of it. The reaction was great, and he almost profited, you know.
Moved on forwards. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It'll be a throw-in. Pedri. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Palmer. Bellingham.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Wirtz. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Araujo cuts out the pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Messi. And he gets rid in a hurry. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Yaya Toure. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Kimmich. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Now this could be a chance. Bellingham. Toure makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. And he's picked out the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution.
Now it's Mbappe. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Substitutions taking place.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Chooses to go back, has a shot!
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, he's found some space here. Now Mbappe. Can he put it away? Oh, surely that deserved better.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it. Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options from... There's the shot! Oh, what about that? Save the best for last! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look.
And that's that. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Rijkaard reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Messi. Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Puyol, Thuram, and it's Neymar, and that is out of play. Puyol, and it's Puyol. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wirtz. Oh, super! He's had a hit! It's hit the upright. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kimmich. That's Wirtz. Wirtz. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he was quick to react. Beckenbauer. Half an hour played now. Nice sequence of passes this. Aimed beyond the defence. Arsenal have it back and can go again. He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Beckenbauer. Kimmich. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's looking to set free a runner. That's going to go a long way. It's Kimmich. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Foden. Rijkaard. Threads one in. Maldini. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're underway again.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and
He's got the shot away! They've scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
That's a good ball played into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Oh, great feat, that.
Messi. That is lovely.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. And he's forced to go back. Thuram. That's a sharp pass. Short changes him with that pass. And shifted it to the flank. Foden has it in a wide position. Well, that's a little loose. Ball is over the line. Looking for options for movement.
That's good defensive concentration.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And now they can spring out of defence. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rijkaard. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's clever. In with a header! denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Puyol. And it's Neymar. It's a good spell of possession, this. Tries to get it clear.
Arsenal have a simple task to find something to sustain now and keep the pressure on.
It's Bale! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He scores! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And the referee brings it to a close. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Just a quick reminder today.
What are your thoughts on today's game then? Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Legend, title winner, in some sense a trendsetter. Claude Makelele was certainly all of those things. In his first season in English football, his team won the league with what was back then a record number of wins, fewest goals conceded, and most clean sheets.
I was just delighted he managed to get the goal he so deserved, Peter, the week after the title was decided. He certainly made the home crowd wait, as it was pretty much the last kick of the game.
He actually missed from the spot, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was able to find the rebound and bury it in the back of the net. You know, after all he did for the club, surely he deserved that little bit of luck.
Of course he did. Neymar. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Kimmich puts his foot on the gas. First quarter of an hour gone. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Roberto Carlos is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Batistuta. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. That's good running with the ball. And here's Mbappe. Good spot, he's seen the run. And he's... Can he finish? It's run loose. In he goes again. And he has kept it out somehow.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. Played out to the right. Aimed beyond the defence. He's been picked out. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Neymar. And it's hoisted clear. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try.
Wirtz! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Can he finish? It's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
After 62 minutes is
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough...
There's the hit! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And yes, it's him again. Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi. Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out brilliantly. Can he put it away? Goal! Back within 1. They have them in their sights again.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14, Perez.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 11,
Barcelona get themselves
Messi.
back into contention.
Number 22,
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Number 10, Vinicius Junior. Number
Triol.
15,
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Neymar, and this is Neymar. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Arsenal can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Beckenbauer. And he's managed to get rid.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to... So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught. Shot a goal! Rafa Silva. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Nicked it back promptly. Lewandowski. Lewandowski!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And the ball's a good one here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fired deep towards the back post. Wits. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Danger averted for now. Ball's gone out of play. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Barcelona, after 31 minutes, is number 11.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Messi. DiMarco wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Beckenbauer.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Bellingham. Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. DiMarco. Fiddles it through. Now it's Messi. Out of play for a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Taken back almost at once.
1 minute added time.
Corner then. This possibly the last play of the half. Big header! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's there to get it away. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely. warming up to what may be a more open second
Just a
half
quick
to follow.
announcement, It is now time for our
It's a
special
dressing
lottery.
room that
Please grab the
needs
tickets you were
rousing
given
at
when we walked
half-time
through the
because in
gates.
truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back underway.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Van Dijk. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. DiMarco. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Well, that has not gone well. Messi. Almost an hour gone. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Wits. He's had a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Kylian Mbappe.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's on his way! And that's been won straight back. Oh, great ball!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Silva. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Can he get away here? Neymar, he rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Well read, nice interception. Wirtz, and that is a little undercooked. Azar, he's played him through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Neymar. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. With so many... Oh, what has happened here? There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Puyol gets it away. Now it's Raul. Now the finish! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a sweet ball, that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi! Off the post! And that's caused a worry or two.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Yaya Toure. All played for Rijkaard. Wits. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
First quarter of an hour gone. Lewandowski always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Raul. Floated up and over. Nice interception, well timed.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi. Has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Petit. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kimmich. Mbappe. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Hernandez. Raul. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Lewandowski. He came in hard, very hard. Puyol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Neymar. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That's a good ball played into space.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's had a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And he thumps it clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Lewandowski, and this is Raul. The ball has bounced loose now. So we've reached the hour mark.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now it's Raul. Beckenbauer. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the ball's a good one here. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Kimmich. Now it's Neymar! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Number 22.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He might be in here. Wits, and the shot! And that is wildly off target.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Hernandez. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Opportunity for Beckenbauer.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, good take in a good area. Passing is crisp and sharp, but he's cut it out. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Good spot, he's seen the run. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a